In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, Param Korunamay, Otishaya Devan, Allahur নামে শুরু করলাম. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dear students and viewers, today again I am in my basic English class and today I am going to discuss narration. Though in the previous classes I discussed narration, today I am going to show you what would be the changes if we get questions in the reported speech. That is, there are two types of questions. Some questions are asked. When you are asked, you are to answer by saying yes or no. These types of questions are called yes-no questions. And there are some questions, these are called WS question. And at the time of answering WS question, you are to say the full sentences. Now, I am going to show you what would be the changes at the time of changing the narrative style. That is, whenever we would find in the direct speech some yes-no questions, we are to do some changes. And when we would get WS question in the repeated speech, we are to do some more changes. Now, let us take a look. He said to me, do you eat rice? Said to is the reporting verb. Now, reported speech, do you eat rice? This is actually a question. And it is actually a yes-no question. Now, at the time of changing the narrative style of yes-no question, we have to do this thing. That is, the reporting verb said to would be converted into asked. Now, he said to me has been converted into he asked me. Now, instead of asked, we can write inquired. Now, let us use asked. So, he said to me has been turned into he asked me. Now, as long as it is yes-no question, we have to give here if. He asked me if. Now, instead of if, we can write whether. Now, let us write if. So, he asked me if. Let us read the question. Do you eat rice? So, he asked me if I eat basic verb would be turned into ate. Like the previous time, verb would be changed. So, he asked me if I ate rice. And after the completion of the sentence, there would be no question mark. That is, note of interrogation would not be used at the time of converting the direct speech into indirect speech when we would get question in the reported speech. So, let us read the sentence from beginning to end. The sentence was, he said to me, do you eat rice? As long as we have got question in the reported speech, said to would be turned into asked. So, he asked me if I ate rice. Here, do you eat rice? It has been turned into I ate rice. Now, let us write another yes-no question. Do you eat rice? Here it was. So, let us write are you playing? Are you playing? Now, said to me has been turned into he asked me. Now, here the subject you would be turned into object of the reporting verb. I repeat, the subject of the reported speech would be turned into the object of the reporting verb. Now, me, it will be turned into if. He asked me if I would be turned into was. If I was playing. If I was playing. Now, there would be no note of interrogation nor question mark. Now, let us take a look from beginning to end. He said to me, are you playing? Now, as long as we have got reported speech a question, so it would be asked. So, he asked me and it is a yes-no question. So, I am to give if instead of that. In the previous time, when we are changing narrative style of assertive sentence, we gave here that. But as long as it is question, we are to give if or whether. So, he asked me if I was playing. Now, let us take another sentence. Let us take a sentence by have. Have you done the work? Now again the word you would come here as I. So he asked me if I. Have would be turned into had. He asked me if I had done the work. Now let us read the sentence from beginning to end. He said to me, have you done the work? Now there is a yes no question in the reported speech, so we are to use here if, and we are to write asked instead of said to. Now he said to me, have you done the work? Now it has been turned into he asked me if I had done the work. Now let us write another sentence. It would be, have you been waiting? Have you been waiting? Now let us read the sentence in the direct speech. He said to me, have you been waiting? Have you been waiting is a yes no question. Now here instead of that we have used if. Now said to has been turned into asked. So he said to me, he asked me. If you has been turned into I. He asked me if I had been waiting. If I had been waiting. Now let us read the sentence from beginning to end. He said to me, have you been waiting? He asked me if I had been waiting. Now we can write in another way, that is, he inquired me. Instead of if, we can say whether I had been waiting. Now let us write another sentence by using yes no question of past tense. So did you eat mango? MANGO. So now let us read the sentence in the direct speech. He said to me, did you eat rice? Now we have got yes no question in the reported speech. So said to has been turned into asked. He asked me. Now you has been turned into I. He asked me if I. Did would be turned into had. If I had eaten. If I had eaten mango. Because in the previous classes we came to know that when we would find verb 2 in the reported speech, it would be turned into had verb 3. So we have got here did. Now it has been turned into had. Now he asked me if I had eaten mango. Now let us write another sentence by using was or were. Now let us use were. Were you playing? Were you playing? Now this is another question and this is a yes no question. So let us start from the beginning. Said to has been turned into asked. So he asked me. Now as long as it is a yes no question, we have to give if or whether. So he asked me if. Now you has been turned into I. He asked me if I had. Now where. Was where would be turned into had been. I repeat, was where would be turned into had been. So we have got where it would be had been. He asked me if I had been playing. If I had been playing. Now let us take a look from beginning to end. He said to me, why are you playing? Why are you playing is a yes no question. So we have to change the reporting verb into asked. Said to has been turned into asked. So he said to me, he asked me. The comma has been turned into if. It's a new system and today we have been introduced to it because in the previous classes we used to give that instead of comma. But as long as it's a yes no question, we have to give if instead of that. So he asked me if you has been turned into I. He asked me if I had been played. Because was or would be turned into had been. I repeat, was or would be turned into had been. So we have got here where and it has been turned into had been. Now let us write another sentence. He said to me, had you played? Now said to me, we have got here yes no question. So we have to change the reporting verb said to into asked. He asked me, comma has been turned into if. He asked me if I, you has been turned into I. He asked me if I had would remain had. Had would remain had. He asked me if I had played. If I had played, and there would be no question mark after the completion of the sentence. Now from beginning to end. He said to me, had you played? We have got yes no question. So said to has been turned into asked. He asked me if I had played. Now let us write another sentence. Had you been waiting? So here again we have got yes no question. So have you been waiting? By saying have you been waiting, we have changed said to into asked. So he said to me has been turned into he asked me. Now the comma has been changed into if. He asked me if. You has been turned into I. He asked me if I had been waiting. W-A-I-T-I-N-G. Now let us take a look from beginning to end. He said to me, had you been waiting? He asked me if I had been waiting. Now let us go to future questions. So shall you or will you? Now let us write will you. Will you play? Will you play? In the reported speech we have got another yes no question and it is in future form. So we have understood that it's a yes no question and that is why said to would be turned into asked. So he asked me if I would or should. If I should, let us write should instead of would. So he asked me if I should play. No matter whether you write would or should, you can write either would or should, no problem. Now let us read from the beginning. He said to me, will you play? He asked me if I should play, if I would play. Now let us write another yes no question. That would be, will you be helping? Will you be helping? Now again we have got yes no question. So said to has been turned into asked. He asked me. As long as it's yes no question, we have to give if instead of the comma. He asked me if. You has been turned into I. He asked me if I would or should be helping. And here is the question mark. And in the indirect speech, we do not need to give any question mark. I repeat, in the indirect speech, there is no any way to give the question mark. Now, let us take a look from beginning to end. He said to me, will you be helping? Now, this one is yes no question. So, said to has been turned into asked. He asked me if instead of comma I have given if. He asked me if. You has been turned into I. He asked me if I would be helping. Now let us take another sentence. Will they have eaten? Now this is a yes no question, so said to has been turned into asked. He asked me, comma has been turned into if. He asked me if they would remain they, because it is third person, so it would not be changed. So he asked me if they. Will would be turned into would. W-O-U-D, would have eaten. Let us take a look from beginning to end. He said to me, will they have eaten? Now, as long as this is a yes no question, I am to change said to into asked. So, he said to me, he asked me. Now, comma has been omitted by the word if. He asked me if. The subject they has come here. He asked me if they. Will has been turned into would have. So, he asked me if they would have eaten. Now, let us go to another sentence. Let us write in future perfect continuous tense. The question will be shall I be working? Shall I have been? Shall I have been working? Now, let us read the sentence. It is in the yes no question. Now, he said to me, shall I have been working? So, as long as it's a yes no question, the reporting bar would be turned into asked. So, he said to me, he asked me. Comma has been turned into if. He asked me if I would follow this subject. So, it would be he. He asked me if he. Had been would be turned into had been. Had been working. Now let us read the sentences from beginning to end. He said to me, shall I have been working? This is actually in the direct form, and shall I have been working is a yes no question. So I am to convert said to into asked. So he said to me, he asked me. Comma has been turned into if. He asked me if. I has actually got the shape of he. So he asked me if he had been. He asked me if he had been working. Now my yes no questions are finished. Now let us work with some WS question. And repeatedly I told in the previous time that at the time of answering WS question, we need to tell the whole sentence. Now there are 9 WS questions, and I am going to make 9 questions in the reported speech, and I will change them into the indirect speech, and that would be the ending of the class of the day. Now let us take a look at the WS question who. So let us write a WS question. Who eats? Who eats rice? Now said to me would be turned into he asked me. Who eats rice? This is a WH question, so we do not have any way to use if or whether. Now WH question itself will come here. He asked me who. The verb eat would be turned into ate. Who ate rice? Now, no note of interrogation or question mark would be here. Now, the first sentence was, he said to me, who eats rice? And if I turn it into indirect speech, it would be, he asked me, who ate rice? Now, let us go to another WH question. That is, instead of who, we would write which. Which. Now let us give pen here. Which pen do you want? Now, instead of that is, as long as it's a WS question, we do not need to use here if or whether. He asked me which the WS question itself would come here directly. So he asked me which pen would remain as it is, which pen you would be turned into I, which pen I wanted. Very simple, nothing to be worried. Now let us read from the beginning. He said to me, which pen do you want? He asked me which pen I wanted. Now, in the previous time, at the time of writing about WS question, we gave here if or whether, but as long as it is WS question, we are to give the WS question itself. Whatever WS question we would get in the reported speech, we would use it in the indirect speech. So, he said to me, which pen do you want? He asked me which pen I wanted. Now, let us write another direct speech by using what? What is your name? What is your name? So, he asked me what? He asked me what? You will be turned into my. He asked me what my name was. It would be turned into was. Now let us take a look from beginning to end. He said to me, what is your name? Now in the indirect speech, he asked me what my name was. Now let us write a WH question by using whose. Whose pen is this? Now we have seen that this is a WH question. Whose pen is this? So he asked me whose would come here directly. Whose pen is would be turned into was. This would be turned into that. Whose pen was that? The basic sentence, he said to me whose pen is this? In the indirect form, he asked me whose pen was that. Now let us write another WH question by using whom. Whom do you want? Now, as long as we have got a WH question whom, he asked me whom do you want? That is, you would be turned into I. He asked me whom I wanted. Want would be turned into wanted. Let us take a look from beginning to end. He said to me, whom do you want? Now I have turned it into indirect speech. He asked me whom I wanted. Now let us make another WH question by when. When do you eat? Now from beginning to end. He said to me, when do you eat? When would come here directly without being changed. So he asked me when. And do would be turned into did. When the subject you would come here as I. He asked me when I ate. It would be turned into ate. Now let us take a look from beginning to end. He said to me, when do you eat? He asked me when I ate. Now let us go to another WH question, and that would be where. Where do live. Where do you live? He said to me, where do you live? And we have got here a successful WH question. So, said to has been turned into asked. He asked me, comma would be turned into where itself. He asked me where I lived. The word live has been turned into lived. The word you has been turned into I. Now the comma has been omitted by the WH question itself. Now let us take a look from beginning to end. He said to me, where do you live? Now when I have converted it into indirect speech, I have written said to has been turned into asked. So instead of said to, I have written asked. So he said to me, he asked me where I lived. Now that is where has gone, so why. By using why, we are going to write another WH question. Very easy. Why? Why do you eat? Why do you eat? A basic question. Now we have seen that this is a WH question, so we have changed said to into asked. He said to me, he asked me. WH question why directly has come. He asked me why. You has been turned into I. He asked me why I ate. It has been turned into ate. Now let us take a look from beginning to end. He said to me, why do you eat? Now as long as we have seen here a WH question, we have turned said to into asked. So he asked me. Why has come here again. So he asked me why. You has been turned into I. He asked me why I. It has been turned into ate. He asked me why I ate. Now the last WH question would be how. Let us make a question by using how. How are you? Very simple question. We frequently ask whenever we meet any person, and whenever we meet any person, some other persons also ask me, how are you? Now this is a simple and frequent question, and we have asked in our everyday life. So how are you? He asked me, he said to me, how are you? It is a WH question. So said to has been turned into asked. He said to me, he asked me, how are you? Out of the whole sentence I have taken how here. So he asked me how I, you has come here as I. He asked me how I was. And I have not given here the note of interrogation or the question mark. Now let us take a look from beginning to end. The basic sentence was, he said to me, how are you? And in the reporting verb, said to, and in the reported speech, I have got here a WH question. So as long as I have got a WH question in the reported speech, I have turned said to into are. So he asked me how. The WH question has come here practically or directly. So he asked me how. You has come here as I. So he asked me how I was. And this is all for today. So far as questions are concerned in the direct or indirect speech, that is, I have converted all the questions in the indirect speech, and I have maintained some rules and stipulations, and I have shown you, and I do strongly believe that if you continue to practice by following this method, inshallah, you will also be highly skilled. And narration is very much important because we need to narrate a lot of incidents of our life. So at the time of narrating our everyday incidents, we need to acquire knowledge in the narration, and at the same time, while we would write something, we need to know the narrative style, of course. Now I am not going to prolong my talking anymore. I would like to request you to remain with me. Very soon I have an intention to come with some more narrations, that is the narrations of imperative, optative, exclamatory, because by this time I have discussed the narrations of assertive, and today I have finished the narration of interrogative. That is why assertive, interrogative, imperative, optative, exclamatory, that is imperative, optative and exclamatory. These are the three types of sentences I am to discuss in the narrative style, and after that I would show you how to convert the passive narration into either direct or passive. In your exam, those who are the student of HSC, you will find that there are passive narrations, and either you were to change the passive narration from direct speech to indirect or indirect speech to direct. That is why you are to be skilled enough at the time of converting the narration. Now this is all for today. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining the class. Very soon I am coming. Until then, goodbye. Assalamu alaikum.